Previously on MTV's Spyder Games.
But Ivan doesn't even work at Spyder.
Yes, actually he does. He does now.
You're gonna meet me in my office tomorrow morning and bring the lucky person who's your legal guardian.
I want to hear you say it. Please just admit it. Say it. I am gay.
All right! I'm gay!
Yeah, well, I'll see you later, okay? Okay, bye. Hey, that was my mom. We're planning to have lunch later today with my parents.
Today? Why didn't you ask me first?
Ivan, I didn't know that I had to clear a lunch date with my husband and my parents.
Julie, I can't just take off for lunch. I'm working now, remember?
I'm sure your sister can give you 2 hours off. We haven't seen my parents since the wedding, Ivan.
Tell them we'll drop by soon.
Ivan, it's one lunch. It's not like I'm asking you to go on a honeymoon.
I'm sorry we can't go on our honeymoon, but
I know. Natalia needs you.
She does.
Well, what about what I need? Do you ever think of that? Does that matter to you at all?
And when that manager hears Sasha, he's gonna sign him on the spot. I'm telling you, Rocio, it's gonna happen.
Easy, girl. Take a few breaths. Hey, forget making the band. Sasha needs to make it to school. I've never seen Principal Primo go ballistic like he did yesterday. I thought his head was gonna blow up.
Hey, Cherish. Did Sasha forget about the trig quiz first period?
He wasn't there?
Look, I know he's your friend, but if he fails one more class, they're gonna kick his rich ass right out of school.
Come on, Alex, you're being a drama queen.
She means king.
As if you care what happens to Sasha.
No, but I know you do. So if you're really his friend, you'll tell him to cut the too cool for school act.
Or else what?
Look, just because he's got major bank doesn't mean he can act like a total jerk-off.
Alex.
Oh, I get it. So because Sasha's not a member of your jock squad, that makes him a jerk-off?
That's what you think I am? Just some jock?
Believe me, you don't want to know what I really think you are. Oh, damn! Yeah?
Natalia Carlisle, please.
Speaking, who's this?
Quincy Primo, principal of Fort Kent High. I'm looking for Sasha.
Sasha? He's in school.
No, he's not.
Oh, then, he must be sleeping. I'm sorry, it's been a very emotional time for us, and Sasha's just been taking it particularly hard.
Yes. I'm sorry. But I need to see you in my office right away.
Excuse me? I'm a grown-up. So why don't you tell me what this is all about?
I'd rather discuss it in person. Say 10?
10:30.
Hey, Natalia, what's for breakfast?
Your ass on a plate, mister.
I'm just trying to help, Cherish.
Yeah, right. You know what? Sasha doesn't even need to go to school because he's gonna sign a huge record deal and become a big star. You'll be begging to be his roadie.
Whatever.
You went way too far there, girl.
Me? What about him? He called Sasha a loser.
Since when did you start fighting Sasha's battles?
I was sticking up for my friend, Rocio.
Newsflash, girl. This little secret crush of yours ain't gonna stay so secret if you keep sticking up for him like that.
I guess you're right, but what's it to Alex? He doesn't even know Sasha.
Well, he obviously wants to get to know you a whole lot better. Wake up, girl.
I am so not into Alex.
Why not? He's got everything. Sense of humor, brains, a body like D'Angelo. And most importantly, he's a senior.
Can he leap tall buildings in a single bound, too?
Well, he could show up for class. And your dad would be stoked.
What a plus. Rocio, if you're so into Alex, then why don't you go out with him?
Because for some strange reason, he wants you.
Well, that's too bad because I want Sasha, and I'm gonna get him.
Getting called into the principal's office? Not exactly how I planned on spending my morning. So crashing after being out all night? Not how you're gonna be spending yours.
Relax. Primo's just power tripping. You spent more money on that Kate Spade bag than he makes all year. Just blow it off.
Oh, yeah, and that's gonna keep him from calling again.
Let the machine pick up.
Cut the comedy, Sasha.
This is so weak. Him calling you?
Well, it's not like he can call Dad. You know, I'm your legal guardian now.
We don't need to go to the meeting. I've already decided I'm dropping out.
Julie, come on. Of course your needs are important.
Really, Will, that's news to me. I feel like I am always last on your list.
That's not true.
First, there's your family. Then it was dealing with your dad's stuff, and now a new job. Ivan, it's not like we're married. It's like you just put me on layaway.
Julie, everything I am doing is for you. Why do you think I took the job at Spyder Games?
That's what I wonder. You never wanted to work there before.
Well, I changed my mind.
Why now?
Because I thought about our future, and I realized working for the company will give us everything we want.
What I want is to go on a honeymoon with my husband.
We will.
When? After the retirement party?
Come on, Julie, that's not fair.
I just don't understand how things can change so fast.
Nothing has changed.
Yes, it has. Don't you remember? Before the wedding, we had all these plans. We were going on a honeymoon. We were going to get our own place together. We were going to at least spend some time together. Ivan, what was that? All just a big lie?
No.
Why can't I even talk about this without you changing the subject?
I wasn't expecting my father to die. It's throwing everything.
Great. That excuse again. Ivan, you haven't been happy since the wedding, and I may be naive, but I am not blind.
Julie, you're wrong. I am happy. I love being married to you. If I seem spacey, it's because I'm so afraid I'm going to screw things up. I don't want to let you down.
Well, you are.
I'm sorry. I'd love to go to lunch with your parents today.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Julie, I'm trying. Will you just tell me what it is you need?
What I need, Ivan, is for you to be totally straight with me. Because if I'm not the woman...
Does that answer your question?
Quitting school? Excuse me, do you mind telling me where this is coming from?
I've been thinking about it for a while, especially now that Dad's gone.
If you think that you're just gonna live off your inheritance like some slacker, you're crazy.
No, that's not it. I'm gonna be a singer.
Right. And I'm going to devote my life to helping needy children.
Natalia, I'm serious. I've got some great songs.
You know, I knew this boy band craze was gonna lead us straight to hell.
I'm not in some sucky boy band, okay? This big LA record guy's gonna come hear me sing. And if he likes what he hears, he's gonna cut me a demo.
I'm not letting my 16-year-old brother quit school to pursue some pubescent fantasy.
I can't believe this. I'd expect this from Dimitri, but not from you. I thought you cared about what I wanted.
You are too young to know what you want. Go upstairs and get dressed, because if I have to go to this meeting, so do you.
What I'm saying is, you're at that stage together where every decision counts. The future isn't tomorrow. It's now.
I couldn't agree more. That's why I've just accepted a position at Spyder Games.
Oh, Ivan, that's wonderful. Now you can put money down on a house.
Actually, we're pretty happy living with my family.
Well, surely you don't intend to make that permanent. I mean, Ivan, that's a very swanky house you're in, but, you know, you guys are newlyweds. You need your own space, privacy.
That's exactly what I've been saying, Dad.
Well, Ivan, are you listening to your bride?
Of course. I just wanted to make sure I can afford the kind of place we really want.
Well, Ivan, not to be crass, but didn't you just come into a bundle?
Yes, all 4 kids split everything equally.
Right. And as we all know, your father was one of the richest men in the state.
Well, I don't want to be one of those rich kids who pisses away his inheritance.
I didn't realize that buying a house was considered pissing.
Ivan, what have you decided to do about the country club?
Look, I played golf a few times when I was a kid. I hated it.
You don't have to play golf to enjoy the club, Ivan. There's so many social activities, lots of other young couples just like yourselves.
You know, Ivan, it's really not a bad idea. We could play tennis, make some new friends. We haven't seen anybody since the wedding.
That's because we've been enjoying this time together.
Well, I'm sick of being locked up in your dad's castle. It's time to come out.
I guess we could join.
Well, it is a great place for young families, and once you two have kids, it'll be like having a built-in play group.
Well, that's not going to be happening for a while.
What are you waiting for? We had Julie right out of college, right, huh?
I'd love to have a baby now.
You would?
Well, I was willing to wait until you got settled into something, but now you are, so there's really no reason not to. Is there?
Sorry about coming down on you like that today. I was worried about Sasha and I took it out on you.
Well, I'm sorry too. Especially the crack about him being a jerk-off. If you really think he has what it takes to buck the odds and make
Sasha is going to make it. He's capable of anything.
Yeah, sure. Listen, Cherish, I got these tickets to see Macy Gray for me and my cousin, but now he can't go. Would you want to?
Dad, what are you doing here?
Hey, sweetie. Alex.
Lieutenant.
Principal Primo asked me to stop by, give a lecture on date rape.
Date rape?
Yeah, apparently there was some sort of incident that happened at a party last weekend.
What kind of animal would do something like that?
I wonder what that's all about.
Sasha got busted by Principal Primo yesterday.
What did that little wise ass do now?
There seems to be a lot in here.
Sasha's file's quite thick. As you'll see, he's been absent the last 10 days.
You have?
Oh, he's missed quizzes, exams, and his midterm health project made a mockery of the crack baby epidemic.
I felt it was compassionate.
Sasha, please. I'm sure that we can settle this amicably.
I'd like that. But unfortunately, your brother's attitude is a big part of the problem. He seems to feel that he's above all this.
Well, I think it's normal for teenagers to feel a little bored and restless. You know, I know I did.
Miss Carlyle, if this were a recent event brought on by the death of your father, I'd be more sympathetic. However, Sasha's problems date to the first day he entered Fort Kent High. If you'll read the file...
I will just take your word for it.
I tried on numerous occasions to get your father in here, but something always seemed to come up. He even once sent his secretary in his place.
Myrna? You're kidding.
Frankly, the whole situation made me very uncomfortable.
Well, I can understand she's quite a hag. Okay, Principal Primo. Can I call you Quincy? I will assure you, I am definitely not my father.
With all due respect, Sasha's education was clearly not your father's priority.
He had a multi-million-dollar company to run.
Look, now that I'm Sasha's legal guardian, I can assure you things are going to be a lot different around here.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
So, Alex, you want to tell me what kind of trouble Sasha's in?
You know, I don't know if trouble is the right word. Principal Primo's just concerned because Sasha missed a few days because of his dad and all.
Oh. Well, so, how's your mom?
Oh, she's great, thanks.
Hey, I'm sure she's one proud lady. Boy, you have been tearing up the field these days.
I feel really good.
Have you heard from any of the colleges yet?
North Carolina, UCLA, Virginia.
Very impressive.
The only problem is I still haven't decided what I should major in. Because I want academics to be as important as soccer.
If you need any help at all making that decision, you just let me know.
I really appreciate that, Lieutenant.
In fact, why don't you come by the house for dinner one day, very soon. In fact, we can sit down and talk about it then.
Cool, thanks.
Right. That'd be great, right, Cherish?
Sounds great.
Since we agree on what needs to be done, I'll need you and Sasha to sign this.
What is it?
A contract. It states that Sasha will attend each and every one of his classes, complete all of his homework assignments on time, and study 4 hours every night.
4 hours? Some nights I don't even sleep 4 hours.
Don't you think that this is a little drastic?
Kicking him out would be drastic. This is the other option.
Isn't my word good enough?
I don't really know you, Miss Carlyle. Not like I knew your brother, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Of course. He was one of my favorite students of all time. Class president, star athlete, the kind of kid you never forget. But I don't seem to remember you.
I went to boarding school. Under duress.
I'm sure you were a fine student.
Actually, I hated school. And every time I tried to tell my father that, he blew me off.
I'm sure we don't want to impart that attitude to your brother, and neither would Dimitri.
Dimitri doesn't live here anymore.
That's a shame. Now, if I can get your signature.
I don't think we're going to be signing this contract.
Miss Carlyle, what kind of an example are you setting for Sasha?
One that teaches him to not kiss ass. One that tells him he can go and pursue his dream. And not be bullied into anything. This is what I think of your contract.
Miss Carlyle, you are making a huge mistake.
I hope it doesn't go down on my permanent record. Sasha's education here is over. Come on, Sasha. School's out forever.
Ivan, Julia.
Francisco, these are my parents. They were good friends of Mr. Carlyle's.
Oh, did you know Boris?
Only slightly.
Mr. Carlyle, I can't do this anymore.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you. Enjoy your Caesar salads.
We will.
What a handsome young man.
He's dating Natalia.
Really?
I don't know if they are really dating.
Of course they are. He spent the night.
So, where were we?
We were talking about grandchildren.
I really think we should try to have a baby as soon as possible.
Let's not rush into anything.
Well, I'm not working, and I've always wanted to be a young parent like you guys.
Well, all the more reason you two need to buy a house. I'm going to call my real estate agent right after lunch. We could start looking tomorrow.
That'd be great. You know, what about that area near Eagle Lake?
Yes, I love that. The lots there are gorgeous.
Ivan, now's the time to get into some solid investments. You've just come into a sizable amount of money. There are going to be tax consequences. You want to plan very carefully right now. Now, I think long-term growth funds, some sound stocks. You don't want to mess with that internet BS. You want to go blue chips all the way. I know you young kids who like to play the market, but it is just too volatile. You need to diversify your portfolio. That's going to give you a solid foundation.
If you could just look at it, I'd see.
I hope we can find a house there.
I'll forget. You know, what about that area near Eagle Lake?
I'm sorry, what?
Ivan, do you know the difference between a 401k and a sliding pension plan?
Excuse me a minute.
Ivan.
I can't take this anymore. I have to tell her. I have to.
Coming soon on MTV Spyder Games.
I need to talk to you.
I'm afraid that this Witch Wars game is a very bad idea.
Well, that's a shame, Myrna. Because you're fired.